Hi everybody, it's Kristen Chenoweth. You are watching the Broadway.com show. Mwah.
Welcome to the Broadway.com show, your favorite Broadway news stream. Or as we like to think of it, the Sally James McDonald Swenson Welcoming Committee. I mean, think of the lullabies that baby's gonna hear. Let's get started with the news. What's the buzz, Ryan?
It's official. Glenn Close is ready for her next close-up on The Great White Way. The acting legend will reprise her Tony-winning role as Norma Desmond when Andrew Lloyd Webber's Sunset Boulevard lands at Broadway's Palace Theater early next year. The Lonnie Price-helmed English National Opera production of the Tony-winning musical, which ran in London earlier this year, will open on February 9th, 2017. Additional casting for the transfer will be announced soon, but Sunset Boulevard will mark the fourth Lloyd Webber musical concurrently running on the main stem, along with The Phantom of the Opera, School of Rock, and Cats, matching the record set by Rodgers and Hammerstein. Close recently received a London Evening Standard Award nod for her performance, and we're willing to bet those wonderful people out there will be ready to shower her with more praise.
Get ready for Bandstand to swing on Broadway this spring. Stage favorites Laura Osnes and Corey Cott are headlining this new musical about love, loss, and triumph. Hamilton Tony winner Andy Blankenbuehler directs and choreographs the show, which is set in 1945 and follows a returning soldier named Donnie Nowitzki, who is desperate for stardom. Leading his band of war vets, Donnie teams up with a golden-voiced widow to compete in a radio contest. In addition to starring two Broadway sweethearts and featuring an unmistakable big band sound, the scores by Richard Oberacker and Robert Taylor, the musical examines how war affects soldiers long after the fighting has stopped. Look for Bandstand to open on April 26, 2017 at a Schubert Theater to be announced.
It's a case of the American dream for two actors who originated their roles in London. They're heading to Broadway. The heat is on for Alistair Brammer, who will reprise his West End performance as the young American GI Chris in the Miss Saigon revival. Booble and Schoenberg's musical is set to begin performances on March 1, 2017 at the Broadway Theatre and officially open on March 23rd. And, as anticipated, after London critics and audiences repeatedly fell for Andy Karl in Groundhog Day, the two-time Tony nominee has been tapped once again to play the role of Phil in the main stem transfer of Tim Minchin and Danny Rubin's new musical. The much buzzed about stage adaptation of the 1993 film is scheduled to begin previews on March 16, 2017 and officially open on April 17th at the August Wilson Theatre.
Everyone from Yonkers to Broadway is talking about two-time Tony Award winner Donna Murphy, who has just been announced to play Dolly Levi in Hello, Dolly on Tuesday nights, when leading lady Bette Midler is off. Murphy will take on the iconic role starting June 13th at the Schubert Theater. In other Dolly news, newcomer Beanie Feldstein completes the cast of the hottest show of the season as Minnie Fay. Here's what we've learned about her since hearing of the casting. She's BFFs with Ben Platt, who is of course about to start performances in Dear Evan Hansen. She's the kid sister of Oscar-nominated movie star Jonah Hill, and she's got probably the best name in showbiz. Welcome to Broadway, Beanie.
This week's big casting news isn't done yet because a trio of actors are joining three of Broadway's biggest Tony-winning hits. First up, Nathaniel Stampley, who appeared in the original production of The Color Purple in 2005, will take on the role of Mr. in John Doyle's beloved revival at the Jacobs Theatre beginning November 15th. Then, on November 22nd, Grease Live standout Jordan Fisher will make his Broadway debut in the roles of John Lawrence and Philip Hamilton in, you guessed it, Hamilton, stepping in for Anthony Ramos, who will play his final performance in Lin-Manuel Miranda's blockbuster musical on November 20th. And finally, Olivier nominee Killian Donnelly will make his Broadway debut as Charlie Price in Kinky Boots, a role he originated in the West End, taking over for Aaron C. Finley beginning December 6th at the Al Hirschfeld Theater. We're thrilled to have you on the boards, gents.
Hi, I'm Nick Cordero, and you're watching the Broadway.com show.
Our star of the week sure knows how to make an entrance. The front page's Nathan Lane doesn't enter the proceedings until the bottom of Act 2, but when he does, Jack O'Brien's taut revival of Ben Hecht and Charles MacArthur's classic newspaper comedy is full, and I mean full, steam ahead. Lane commands the stage as the caustic and contemptuous tabloid editor Walter Burns, who along with his star reporter, played by John Slattery, scores the scoop of the century. Lane lands every insult, every bellow, and every bit of shtick. Watching a Broadway pro at the height of his powers is pure joy, and for that, Nathan Lane, you're the star of the week.
Thumbs up this week to the news that John Guare's 6 Degrees of Separation is coming back to Broadway in April. We're big fans of the rip from the headline story of super rich Ouiza and Flange, sheltered in their swanky Upper East Side life, and Paul, the super charming streetwise hustler who shakes up their existence. And although it's hard to imagine anyone more perfect for the juicy role of Ouiza than original Tony-winning star Stockard Channing, we can't wait to see Allison Janney sink her teeth into it opposite the always good John Benjamin Hickey. Yes, we've got good feelings about this talent pair-up.
We're very unhappy that we've been put in the position where we're saying thumbs down to Jake Gyllenhaal, who we had been really looking forward to seeing in the Broadway revival of Lanford Wilson's Burn This. Directed by Tony winner Michael Mayer, the play was set to reopen Ambassador Theatre Group's Hudson Theatre early next year. However, owing to the Oscar nominees' scheduling conflicts, the show has been postponed until the 2017-18 season. A new production will be announced for the venue soon.
Thank you for watching this week's episode of the Broadway.com show. We'll leave you with a clip of the Bronx Tale cast performing the poppy opening number Belmont Avenue from when they welcomed the press into their rehearsal room for a sneak peek at the new musical. Enjoy, and we'll see you next week.